Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Jaylen Brown out there with Collins. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Hunter. And it's Reeves in at the 2 spot. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Reeves, the basket good, off the assist from Young. Reeves has got 5 now. Early in the season, there are always some surprises, Greg. It goes to show you how impossible the NBA season is to actually predict.
And you never know what's going to happen, Kevin, until the games start. Some teams look good and flop out of the gates. Other teams take giant leaps forward.
Now, here is Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Bain sets the screen for Hardaway. Hunter grabs the miss.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
When it comes to the combination of passing and scoring, Trae Young's hard to beat.
Baltimore making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. And here's Atlanta. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Pass to Reeves. Fades. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Baltimore.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Takes a shot at the elbow. No good off the back of the rim.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Hunter finds Collins. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
Passes it to Suggs. Dyson, he's covered by Brown. Takes the 3, and that one's good. Suggs.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now, here is Young. Here's Collins.
Because he's played a lot of undersized 5, Collins has learned exactly how to get you in the air with that pump fake.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets. Dyson.
Here's Arnold over Hunter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Baltimore shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That free throw missing. He's off on the second. And the Hawks with possession. They're on an 18-5 run here. Brown's shot is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Suggs. Buries the easy one. Suggs has got 5 now.
Oh, bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Baltimore with the ball after the basket by Atlanta.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Pass to Reeves. Pulls up. High post. Hunter kicks to Collins. Another three for Atlanta.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Again, the Hawks good for two.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Timeout called the Barons.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Wallace is checked in for Baltimore. Young with the steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Explosive in tight quarters. JB imposing his will out there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Baltimore trails by 20. Now, here's Suggs. He has 5. He gets that one.
And what can you say about Suggs? A natural-born leader, very unselfish and great vision.
Picked off in midair. Dyson. And Baltimore again with the bucket.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Now, here's Hunter. D right on him. He gets it in there.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 16-point game. Brown. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Young left side, down low, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace, they made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Young for 3, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Atlanta closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
We've got Hardaway. He's out there with Suggs. And it's Arnold in at the 5. Collins finds Bamba on the wing. Brown buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got the first basket of the second quarter for Atlanta.
And it's been great to see Brown's offense continue to evolve. Nice work there off the catch.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Collins. Markelle Fultz out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Bamba in at the 5 down low. Now Suggs after the missed 3 from John Collins. And it goes down 2 points. Suggs has got 7.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs so dangerous in the pick and roll.
And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Desmond Bain went to a small high school. He says, I was the biggest guy every game I played, so I was just getting to the rim. I didn't know how good of a shooter I was until I got to college. Now in the NBA, where does he rank himself? He says, other than Steph Curry, you're going to have to show me someone better. Kevin?
Oh, David, I love the confidence. Thanks so much. And Hardaway gets it to go.
And it's that in-between area, the mid-range. It's where Hardaway is probably most comfortable with his shot.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Baltimore making a switch here. Toppin's checked in. Here's Brown. And that one drops. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
The three-pointer, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And finish off by Collins.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And right now, for the Hawks, they're the best in class when it comes to putting a great product on the court. And we've seen that in the early going.
Harris, good. You know, Steve, the last couple of years, league-wide, scoring is way up for teams, but also for individual players. What's your read on that?
Well, I think from the scoring situation, defense is totally different than when we played. It's more free-flowing. Also, the three-point shot, they're taking way more three-point shots, long rebounds, they have fast break, more fast break and transition points. But it all comes down to shooting the three. More threes mean more points.
Baltimore with the ball, following the three by Atlanta. Dyson, the baseline jumper goes down. He's got 8.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Bamba sets a screen. Fultz the pass to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Harris has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Hawks. The pass to Bain. Tapping a screen on Harris. Bain for 3. Offensive rebound.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Harris misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Hardaway, happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Fultz finds Harris. Harris missing again.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
And Smitty, the last pick of the first round in that 2020 NBA draft, Desmond Bain loves proving the doubters wrong.
GA, every season, he seems to take another leap. Now one of the league's premier three-point shooters and a terrific all-around player.
Fultz the pass to Brown. Here's Bamba. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Baltimore trails by 21. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
I'll tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
And love the mindset of Fultz. If he has daylight to shoot from the perimeter, he shoots with confidence.
And a wide open look for Bain. And drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Fultz dishes to Harris. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
In the corner, it's Bain. He gets it up. And no good on the last-second attempt this time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Atlanta Hawks.
I mean, they've been raining threes. Whether the shot's open or contested, it's their game. You have to admire their confidence on their side of the ball, man.
Can we just come to an agreement, the three of us? No more singing! And now it's time to bring up the Players of the Month in the NBA. In the Eastern Conference, Big Dog.
Plenty of LOVE. That's what you can do about this game. Love it, because that combination of skill and size, man, that big fella is taking care of business. Game in and game out.
Yeah, and that really, that CONSISTEN.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway, consistency.
There you go.
That's what it's all about. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. John Collins has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Hardaway is out there with Desmond Bain. Then there's Toppin. And it's Clowney in at the center. A nice shot by Harris.
Leave a gap that size and Trae Young will spot it, and then he'll exploit it.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Harris is out there with Trae Young. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Collins, and it's Bamba in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Took him no time at all on that one. Brown's got 14 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Bain. Dyson tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Collins. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Chalk up 2 there.
And how's that floor move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Now, here is Young. He's got 6. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Shoots from 12. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaylen Brown. Baltimore shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Hunter's checked in for Bamba. Holmgren comes in for Collins. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Brown. And it's Beasley in for Harris. Now, here is Young. He's got 9. The 3 drains the three-pointer. He's got 12.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Kicks it to Hardaway. It's deflected. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the NBA is looking to expand its footprint, and a franchise south of the border could potentially hold tremendous appeal. Commissioner Adam Silver said Mexico City is the largest city in North America. It could also be a gateway to all of Latin America. The opportunity to flip a switch in terms of opening up a large geographical area to NBA interest. Kevin?
That's interesting. Thanks, David. Suggs, he's checked in for Bain. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And that one's good. Hunter.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Tries the spin move. Toppin, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Young's shot is off. Baltimore on offense. To the middle. Young with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Look at that.
Nice. Good read from Malik, noticing the overcommitment and making the defense pay for it.
Dyson out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Young pass. Oh,
okay,
wow.
okay.
And great job by Holmgren to maintain his balance and just fending off the defense there.
Pass to Clowney. Back to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Dyson covered by Johnson. Count that one. 14 points for him.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Tapping a screen on Young. Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hawks.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Baltimore making a switch here. Wallace is checked in.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Holmgren comes with the double team. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Spins. And Young kicks to Hunter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Penny Hardaway.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Hawks have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Hunter. 35 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Hardaway. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Atlanta again missing. He feeds it to Wallace. And the jam by Wallace.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Hunter for 3. Toppin pulls it in. Fires from way outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Atlanta opening up a huge gap. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Wallace. He's out there with Suggs. And it's Arnold in at the 5, home in the paint. Good on the three-point shot.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wilkins. Johnson with the block. Beasley kicks to Holmgren. Off target from three-point range. Baltimore with the ball. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Wallace against Beasley. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point land. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
On the wing, Wallace. Here's the screen. Inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Suggs passes to Arnold. And Hunter over to help. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's out of bounds. And last touch by Holmgren.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Man showing some terrific range.
And love Holmgren's rise and fire approach. This speaks to his level of confidence.
Beasley against Bain. Tries from 10. It's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. And here's Young from the arc. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Young's got 12 points in just the second half. Pass to Arnold. There's the drive, and that one is good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
The offensive rebound, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And here in the second half, their production on the offensive glass has slipped. I mean, they had the lead, but that has been an issue. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Bain with the screen on Johnson. Here's the teardrop.
And with his length, it's easy to see why Holmgren.
Oh,
Yes! Yes!
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Holmgren with the steal. And Young kicks to Johnson. Holmgren wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Holmgren's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Hawks. Hardaway against Young. Toppin a screen on Young. Passes it to Toppin. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Toppin's got himself on the board with 3 there. Hardaway against Young. Beasley, the pass to Johnson. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Atlanta.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Big Dog.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Suggs, he's checked in for Baltimore.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Now, here's Suggs. Nailed from three-point land.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there, straight power.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
The three from Johnson, and again another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Big Dog.
I see you later. I'm that real